Hi guys, Rose here, and I am back in my restroom because I am doing another video on am I doing this right? Today it's going to be not my hair care, but skin care, but more specifically for the face, because I learned about skincare not too much in high school. I mean, like, obviously, like, wash your face, but never thought about the whole exfoliations, serums, moisturizers, and like needing sunscreen and all that until sometime in college, but I actually can't remember when exactly. I can't remember. Oh well, I'm going to be showing you my skincare routine, and it's very simple and it's very on budget. Given from the hair care video, you can tell I'm a budget person, meaning if I don't have to spend a lot on something that can do the simple job of make something clean and keep something moisturized, I will do that. Same thing for this video, just with my face. First things first, I'm going to put my hair up and away. And a little continuation for the hair care video, I actually brush my hair with this. It's the, I think, equivalent to a wet brush. And it detangles just fine, and it feels very nice through the scalp and onto the hair. And man, I didn't realize how long my hair is. I'm going to put my hair up in a high bun. Oh, you'll see in a second. Sorry, I had to sneeze. So it's not like a normal rolled up bun or anything, but like this, it holds the hair back. It feels kind of cool with the little feather effect at the end, so we're good. Step 1 done. Step 2 is, obviously I didn't just come out of the shower, I'm already dressed for the day in a pink shirt. So now I'm gonna wet my face. And I know temperatures have to do with washing your face, but normally for me, I actually wash my face, well, I only wash it once a day when you're supposed to be doing it twice a day. So that's oopsie number uno I already am aware of. Okay, so please, please, please hold the rage for just a minute. Because I'm someone who will be I'm very adamant about I'll keep hydrated, I'll keep on vitamins and stuff, but the face is another story. Next, we're gonna damp my face. I'm not very particular about the temperature of water, but some people are particular about the temperature of water. I just say, whatever's coming out of the faucet at that moment, I'm using that. It's worse when you worry that it gets in your eye. Now my face is dampened, as you can tell by the lovely glisten and the drips on my shirt. And next, I'm going to now use the face cleaner. And right now, I'm using this. I do know one key fact. I do have normal to oily skin. And that's not just because my hair gets oily easily. As you can actually tell, it's already oily, even though I washed it not long ago. But I normally use this, but I ran out. And I only have this bottle to show you guys what I normally use. What I do, I take a little bit of that. I get 1 pump worth or a little less, depending. And I rub it down there. Listen to that. I just made bubbles. Wait. I need little bubbles. I didn't know that. I mean, there's little bubbles on the soap, but I'm I didn't know, in here. Okay, anyways. Back on topic. Alright, since our face is dampened, I'm going to just gently rub it in small circles all around. You're probably wondering, wait, isn't there a step before this you're supposed to be doing? Yes, technically you can do it before with a different way. It's exfoliating. You're supposed to exfoliate to get rid of the dead skin before you wash your face. However, there's a chemical way to do it, which I'm not very familiar with. There's also a physical way to do it. Obviously, yeah, you can physically do it, but you don't want to be too harsh with it, or else it's not just dead skin leaving the face, and you don't want that. So what I use, I actually use this little face scrubber thingy with all these little, I don't know what they're called, like little bristles. Little bristles. And I just gently rub little circles around it to kind of work off that excess dead skin. Now, how often I do this? It's about how often I take a shower or so. So, every 2 to 3 days. It depends. I know my face isn't like super foamy, sudsy, and it normally is, but the thing is, it's like usually I use a lot more water and my phone is not right there. So that's why I'm not going like too ham on this, if that makes sense. Next, we're going to rinse off the soap because I don't want to stay with this all day. Ugh, not comfortable. Okay. And now, water. It's water. The next step is I'm going to pat my face dry. I'm not going in circles. I'm not rubbing it off. I'm just going to lightly pat it for a while. Usually the excess water is along the hairline because I'm not washing my hair, but it's really close to my face, like right around here and here. Usually these two. That's usually where it is. Now my face is all dry. Put that away. Now I'm going to be going out and still daylight out. So I use this for like in the morning or the middle of the day, like depending on when I wake up. Yeah, there are those days. But I'll use this because, yeah, sun's still out, and I know sunscreen is important because if it's important for the rest of my skin, I really need it for my face. No, and I also know that you have to do this no matter what season it is because, man, that snow is very bright and it almost acts as a mirror bouncing back at you. So not only am I physically blind with that, but it also is giving me some extra UV light, which I don't really need too much of. Other than like the normal average amount a human needs, but other than that, I take this. Now, I do 2 pumps of this because as you've been seeing, I also include my neck here because my neck is a part of my face. In a way. Well, to me it is. I like patting it around first. That way, okay, once I start actually rubbing it in, it's not too, uneven, or my forehead gets a ton and here doesn't get anything. Now I just basically gently massage it, little circles into my skin, and I start from the neck and I work my way up. Because I also heard if you excessively pull your skin down, it's gonna drag it and then wrinkles, bags, and stuff. And I'm like, dude, my age, I mean, maybe a little bit is natural, but not to where I look almost double my age. Even though I almost look not half my age, but I look a lot. Well, some people say I look a lot younger. I don't know. I can't really tell anymore. I don't really have too much of a reference. I dab just a little excess on my eyelids. And only dab it, that's because it's barely any's on my fingers now. So I'm just barely. Because the skin of your eyelids are important too. I know for ears, it's I can also rub a little bit of excess on there. But the thing is, the protocol for the ears is actually, I have no idea what it is, because would that be the face wash or would that be the body wash? And I would understand if the moisturizer, yeah, I need that, but I don't know exactly the full extent of taking care of the skin of the ears, if that makes sense. There's also, if you can tell, no piercing. So it'd be really nice, especially because after I wear clip-on earrings, especially if they're really pinching on me, they'll hurt. Afterwards, man, I have to massage them, and then swells up a little bit because obviously I wasn't happy. So it's I would like to know how to wear some clip-on earrings without my ear reacting like it's the end. That'd be great. Okay. Yeah. Now my face is all moisturized. At night, if I ever do this, which sometimes I do, I will use this one instead, because obviously it's PM, but also like the lack of, hold on. The lack of sunscreen makes more sense when it's for the nighttime one. Daytime one, there's sun, you use the sunscreen. Night. And I also like how the color, it's like the sky will look like this in the day, the sky looks like this at night. I like it. It's like a behind the choices of the colors. It's kind of cool. I know not a lot of people would do this, but I don't know, this might be just me. But like my little final step would be, because I don't get too much of my lips very often, and depending on what season it is or how they're feeling, I will use chapstick, like generic chapstick. And I used to have a lip oil, but I had that one for a while, so I'm like, ooh, I have to throw that away. But it's not too long. So, just so, that is my routine for my skincare. And if you guys have any suggestions, let me know, because I do know I am a normal to oily type of skin. I try to stay away from, like, a lot of, like, heavy stuff, or, like, I don't know how to phrase this. I stay away from, like, a lot of excess steps, if that makes sense. I just want a simple routine that I can follow. That's all I ask. And I also know there's, like, serums and stuff out there to help with face routines, but I don't know where in the routine, like what step that would be in between, and I also don't know what I would use, so some help there would be great. I feel like my skin's doing alright. I'm not saying, again, not the best, okay, because I have plenty of pore problems like everyone else. Nose and chin tend to be more noticeable to me when it comes to pores and like how they get filled. But I know that's mainly sebum. And yes, I kind of know what that is. It's basically a lot of excess oils and stuff that your body's producing. And I know salicylic acid helps with that. But again, I don't know if that's a cleaner or a serum and where that goes in the process. So I got that to figure out and or research. So it's like there are things I do know and things I am doing. I know they're a little different, but it's like to help decipher the world of skincare would be great. Obviously, I'm still figuring some things out because the basic cleaning routine, I think I'm getting down. And I feel pretty good about it. That is it for my skincare routine. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!